Hi guys, let us now look into pattern 4, wherein we are given a number n and then we again have to create a pattern of stars separated by tabs but shown in this format. Okay, so here also we have 5 rows, and in the first row there is 5 stars. In the second row there is 1 space and 4 stars. In the third row there is 2 spaces and 3 stars. In the fourth row there is 3 spaces and 2 stars, and in the fifth row there is 4 spaces and 1 star, all making it possible to get aligned in the right direction, in the right side. So let us see, because this is similar to the previous problem wherein we were doing the right alignment. We had 1 star in that case and 4 spaces, but here we have 0 stars and 5 stars and 0 spaces. Then we have 1 space and 4 stars, 2 spaces and 3 stars, 3 spaces and 2 stars, and 1 space and means 4 spaces and 1 star. Okay, so here we have 0 spaces. Let me write it properly: spaces, space, and 5 stars. Here we have 1 space and 4 stars. Here we have 2 spaces and 3 stars. Here we have 3 spaces and 2 stars, and here we have 4 spaces and 1 star. If my row number was not 5, if means n was not 5 and I had more number of rows, say suppose 6 rows, so then this would have been 5 spaces here, and this again would have been like 6 stars here, 5 stars here, 4 stars here, 3 stars here, 2 stars here, and 1 star here. So we see that, let me write it here, we see that the number of spaces is increasing for each row, subsequent row, and the number of stars is simultaneously decreasing, isn't it? We had 0 spaces and 5 stars in the first row. Then the second row, the spaces is increasing by 1 and the stars are decreasing simultaneously. So 1 space and 4 stars, 2 spaces and 3 stars, 3 spaces and 2 stars, all coming to the sum of the number of rows. So 5, so 3 plus 2 is 5, 4 plus 1 is 5, 2 plus 3 is 5, 1 plus 4 is 5, 5 plus 0 is 5. Okay, but let me say one more thing. If my number of rows is 5, keep this case aside. If my number of rows is 5, can I say this is n stars? This is n minus 1 stars. This is n minus 2 stars. This is n minus 3 stars. And this is n minus 4 stars, I can say. And then these spaces will go on till n. Okay? So we have got this, and we need to just write the previous pattern only, where this is int I equals 1, I going till n, and I plus plus. This will be sufficient for my rows. Then I need to write another loop wherein I will check for spaces, and j equals 1 and j will go till space j plus plus. This will print me spaces, so system.out.print, and we need tabs, so I'll print tabs slash t, and then this ends, and before that I don't forget, let me initialize space. Now see, space should start from 0, so the initial space would be 0 and the initial star would be n. Okay, now coming back to the spaces we have done, number of rows we have done, and now we are left with the number of stars. So int, say I'll take k again, k equals 1, k less than equals k less than equals star k plus plus. Okay, and we need to system.out.print stars slash t. That's done. Okay, so this loop takes care of the number of stars, this loop takes care of number of tabs, and this one number of rows. So everything is done and set, but the space should increase for each row. So space would be plus plus, and the stars is increasing for decreasing for each row. N becomes n minus 1, then becomes n minus 2. So stars would decrease for each subsequent step. Okay, so our program is done. Let me copy and paste it in the code block, and I paste it in the code block. I do a tabbing, yes, and one more thing, I need to take in the number of rows, so I initialize to take the inputs. Okay, now I have closed this, close this, close this. Yes, everything is done and set. Okay, one more thing is left. I have to comment this portion so that it doesn't bring errors to my program. So I'm commenting it, and I run this. Let's see if we get the desired output. Okay, there is some error. Yes, what is it? We have forgotten to print the line. See, everything is getting printed, but the line is not changing, and we are all getting it in the same line. So I'll print the system.out.println, and I will press enter and change it and see the magic works. Yes, I have 5 stars, 0 spaces, 1 space, 4 stars, 2 space, 3 stars, 3 space, 2 stars, 4 space, 1 star, and I get it in the desired format. Let me check it for, say, I had checked it for 7. Let me check it for 8 here. I run it and I get the output as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stars, then 7 stars, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 stars. So I'm getting my outputs in the desired format. Let me submit and check if I'm getting it all the test cases covered, and I get 10 out of 10. So yes, I get all my test cases covered, and hopefully this has been an interesting experience for you and you have learned something new and with a good application. So thank you.